Lee, it's Monday.
Monday!
Yeah, it's Monday. I'm working from home again.
Yep.
It's just been on a go slow this morning, so I just decided to work from home, save some time. But yeah, we've just done sprint planning, like we usually do on a Monday. It's gonna be a bit of an odd week this week. What are you doing?
Yeah, for me it's just going to be all Color and Pixels. Want to get the insects book completely done and tied away by the end of the week, ideally. So I've got the announcements coming out today, about lunchtime, 1 o'clock-ish. Just to announce the DLC. And then the rest of the week is just going to be a case of getting the rest of the images prepared and put in game. And then everything else, like the achievements and the announcement posts, scheduled for next Friday. But yeah, just want to get it tied away as quick as we can, because we've got a busy month ahead of us. So get that out of the way.
Yeah, we've got 3 releases this month, so it's gonna be a crazy one. But yeah, as for me, today I'm gonna be focusing on hexceed stuff. So people have noticed a couple of sent us messages about a few bugs and stuff. The Halloween event ended a day early, so actually on Halloween there was no Halloween event, so that's good. I need to fix that. It's some performance issues that people have been having as well, so I'm going to look at that. People have asked us to fix a couple of things on the hexceed switch build as well, so I'm going to look at that. I think most of the bugs are already fixed, just in the PC version. It just need to make another build, send it off to Lockcheck, actually publish it and stuff for that. So that should be okay. But apart from all that, I'm not actually sure. So we've been looking at the analytics for how well hexceed's done on Switch. We think it's done alright, but we don't think it's made any money. So we're a bit confused. We've got about 58,000 downloads, which is absolutely crazy numbers. It's absolutely nuts. But yeah, we don't know how many actual DLC sales we've got, so we do need to keep going. So I'm going to be doing some project planning today, basically going to weigh up the options of whether or not we do a Color and Pixels build, Color and Pixels on Switch, whether or not we do that, and whether or not we start doing that now, or whether or not we continue doing Blue Mountain, because there's a lot of things to consider. Like in January, Lee might have very little work to do once all the hexceed DLC are done with, so there's a lot of things to weigh up. I'm going to be looking at that today, and then that'll probably determine what I'm doing the rest of the week.
That level is the worst level of the game by far. It's that level. The eyes are scratched out. Anyway, what is it? Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Woo! Yeah, we just done stand-up, sort of. Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. What are you doing today?
Yes, we're going to get the YouTube video uploaded, alongside all the other tasks like getting the thumbnail ready, stuff like that. And then the rest of the day is just to be Color and Pixels. Just get as much progress on the insect book that I can. Yeah, 7 images at a minute, so we can get close to finishing.
Good stuff. As for me, well, a bit of an update yesterday. I didn't do an update for because I didn't have a phone. But yeah, so I basically spent most of the day yesterday project planning and basically trying to work out what our next steps are, what we're going to do now that hexceed's out on Switch. I sent a bunch of applications off to various partner programs like Epic and Microsoft, and I tried Sony, but we just couldn't do that. So hopefully we'll hear something back from them. Other than that, I think we decided that I'm going to be starting work on Color and Pixels on Switch now. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, just making a start on that. I think the plan is for me to basically copy the project we've got and then basically run it separately. I don't think we can keep one project and have it support Switch as well. I just don't think that's an option really. It's going to take so much longer. So yeah.
Okay, so since we're working on Color and Pixels on Switch now, I've made a copy of the repository that we've been using, renamed it Color and Pixels Switch, got all set up with GitHub and all that, just making sure that everything's backed up properly. But yeah, I've just been getting to work, so I managed to implement all the Switch stuff, get it all actually in-game. So if we go on to build settings, you'll see it's actually running on the Switch platform now. And yeah, it's just been a matter of taking everything out, basically. So all of everything that touches a save file, that needs removing. That's why all of these icons look a bit funny. But yeah, I've managed to actually get it running. It's just been a matter of literally just getting rid of so much data, getting rid of a lot of the music, a lot of the settings as well. But yeah, hang on, let me do a quick build because this is broken now. There we go. It takes a couple of minutes to do a build, but yeah, the game's actually running now. For some reason it thinks the winter event is on. I have no idea why it's doing that. But yeah, it looks like all the touchscreen controls are working, just like we found when we were doing hexceed. Thankfully, Clone Pixels actually has some support for touchscreen controls. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot that needs doing. So it seems like it's loading some of the files, but some of them it just isn't. Like, it's not actually loaded the level there. Yeah, and navigation seems to be fine though. But yeah, lots of work to do, but it's a good start.
So there hasn't been much of an update for me today. I've just been grinding through a bunch of these images. Here's all the ones I've done today, so I've made a total of 8 additional images, so up to 15. And yeah, quite happy with them. Really like this one. It's quite simple, but it's quite effective. Some of the images had eyes on, sort of like graphics for, I don't know, sort of children's clip arts, but I've taken them off. And a lot of these are actually real photographs that I've traced over, like this ladybug, for example, and this caterpillar over here. So yeah, quite happy with it all being put in game, given a quick test in the sense of double checking the pixel count, making sure there's no small number counts, and making sure there's no holes in the images. And so far they're all pretty good. Apart from the initial 5, they will need a thorough retesting when it comes to that. So yeah, that's 5 left to do. Get them done tomorrow and then make a start on the testing process. Morning, Rob.
Morning, Lee.
Woo. Music Wednesday.
Yeah.
We just had our stand up for the day. What are you doing, Rob?
Yeah, so there's a couple of bugs that people have been reporting on for Switch, hexceed on Switch. So I'm going to quickly look at that. Not sure if we'll be able to replicate them, but I'll have a look anyway. But other than that, I'll be back on working on Colour and Pixels on Switch. So I think today, since I've managed to get most of it working, the big issues that I've been sort of finding is all to do with the save file system, so, or lack of, really. So I'm going to be completely overhauling that today. We're trying to anyway. So yeah, lots of work to do. But anyway, what are you doing?
Yeah, mine's just going to be a day of finishing up the DLC for Colour Pixels, the insects book. So there's 5 pictures left to make, and then there's going to be kits just testing them all and all the follow-up tasks, like getting the achievements prepped, getting the announcements made, whatever. See how far we get with the testing, really, because that's quite a long task.
Okay, a bit of a small step, but it's been quite difficult getting here. So now when you open a level, it opens up fine, and it actually loads your save. So I've got saving and loading in, well, in theory anyway. There's still a lot of work that needs to happen. Basically, whenever you back out of a level, it saves. And if you switch between levels, just like quickly like this, that'll probably fail lot check. So we're gonna have to have some sort of caching system in place, and obviously we need to get this main screen working a bit better as well. But yeah, getting there.
Yeah, it's just past 4 o'clock, and I am done with the initial creation of all the images. So there's all 20 there, they're in size order. I do need to go through and test them, the last 5 haven't even been looked at yet in game. But yeah, they're all there, it's all pretty good. And I'm going to go through and test them all now and make sure that they're all up to standard.
Well, I've broken it, so I'm going to go home and try and fix it tomorrow. Yeah, it's all dead. I don't know where the error messages are coming from, really. Well, I know of the error messages, but they're not really helpful. So I'm sure I'll work it out tomorrow anyway.
So I'm going to be heading home now. Been playing through all the images, and there's only a couple of small changes that I've already made, so I'm going to put them into the game. There's one picture left to test, which is this one here, the scorpion, which I've made. The last one I made, which I'm pretty pleased with. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to take this one to colour in, and I'm going to colour in a manner that makes for a nice GIF, because we like to have one that has a nice end screen animation, so we can use it as a GIF for advertising the release of the game. So yeah, I'm going to finish that all on later, because I'm going to take my time with it. But everything else pretty good. I'm just going to upload the changes that I've made and then save my progress.
What is it? What?
Thursday. Late Thursday. Yes, we just done stand up. Lee was just show me the level that he's going to change, I think.
Yeah, the last one to change, and then the book stuff.
Good stuff. What else are you doing after that, though?
Yeah, so we finish up the stuff that goes alongside the DLC, like getting the announcement posts ready, getting the GIF for the announcements, getting the achievement icons done. But there's not much left, all in all. It's once that's done, we'll be going on to hexceed and start on that DLC as well. So you've already made the layout and stuff for the world, you can make start making levels, getting the tutorials done. And yeah, get as far as that as I can.
Good stuff. I'm going to do a quick build for Colour and Pixels once you've done all that work for the DLC. Other than that, we've got some info on some of the bugs that we got for hexceed yesterday, so that I mentioned yesterday. So I'm going to be working on those first. Hopefully I'll get it fixed. It's just going to be a pain, so I'll do a build, then turn it into an app, then upload it, and then submit block check. Make sure it all works on PC still, so it's a whole thing. Other than that, I'm going to be continuing on with the Colour and Pixels stuff. So I made a good head start on the save data stuff yesterday, but I broke everything. And then I went home in a huff. So yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can fix that. You can take down the decorations to there, did you say?
Yeah, probably will. Yeah.
I'm very upset about this.
So that's just completely done with the insects book. Got the promotional gift, all the announcements are scheduled for next Friday, quite ahead of time. All the achievement icons are ready as well. They're not uploaded to Steam yet, obviously, because then the achievement count will be higher for the DLCs available to play, so that'll be done next week. But other than that, absolutely everything else has been finished in terms of getting the book done, so that's pretty good timing. I'm going to go on to doing some hexceed now.
Me? No! Can't take it down. No, I haven't done my pumpkins yet. I haven't carved my pumpkins yet. I bought some. I haven't carved them yet. Don't care if it's November. It's all taken down. Okay, so I've been working on basically just getting a patch ready for this. So there's a few things I have changed. The scrolling is a bit more, well, it's slower now. As people have been saying, it's too sensitive, so I've slowed it down a tiny bit, and also I've added this sort of like region dead zone thing, so it doesn't actually receive input until you've moved it past a certain threshold. Just so if you did like something like that, something tiny, it doesn't move, it doesn't react to it. So hopefully that will seem a lot better to people. Yeah, another thing was on the bonus world, you couldn't scroll very far to the left here. Well, you couldn't scroll at all to the left on this specific level. It's just a silly mistake on my part. I'm surprised it didn't come up earlier in in testing or in any of the other levels. It should have. But yeah, the bounds are all set now, so you can't leave the area too far, but you can click on all the hexes, which is great. I've just realised that I've done all the build and patching stuff, and you can literally just select any level because it's got debug mode enabled. So that's not fun. I'm gonna have to fix that. But other than that, we've just been submitting off some waivers like we usually have to do when we submit a patch. All of the data and stuff's been filled out. It's just going to be a matter of waiting for Nintendo to get back to us on that.
Lee, it's Friday.
Friday!
Yeah, woo. We just done stand up. I'm working from home. What are you doing today, Lee?
Yes, I've just made the YouTube video live, because it's Friday release day. I'm going to be working on getting the store page for the next hexceed DLC sent off, so hopefully I can get approved over the weekend and we can announce it next week. And then other than that, should be more levels all day, to get as many levels as I can finished.
Yeah, good stuff. So for me, I'm going to be working on hexceed. There's a couple of bugs that need addressing. It's not really bugs, just sort of like nice to haves.
Yeah.
So we've got performance issues on larger levels that I'm going to look into. And there's a little bug with the highlighter where, like, if you click to highlight, sometimes it'll take a second for one of the hexes to like actually properly highlight. We don't know why. So I'm going to try and look at that. Don't know where to start with that though. There's also a hexceed bug as well that needs addressing, but I don't know if I can fix it. So we got one of the waivers approved yesterday for the Switch patch that I was sorting out. We're just waiting on another one, and then I'll just submit that. Hopefully that'll come through today as well. But Luna, come here, girl. Come here. Come on. Up. Yes. Hey, girl. Hey, yeah. Hello. You want to say hello to Lee? You want to say hello to Lee? She smells funny. Okay, so I've been working on some performance improvements. So I've basically just been doing some profiling and seeing kind of what the trouble is. So a big lot of the chunk of time that's taken up every frame is basically down to one thing. And I knew with this, I knew about this since we basically made the game. It's just a quick and easy hack, but not even a hack, but just a search method that I put in. So whenever the game wants to get a tile, it usually just passes in the position. And what was happening is the game would literally just look at every single tile on the level, and then just literally one at a time, and then check to see if the position's the same, and then return that tile. This is really slow, so it's called as a linear search. It's just really slow, particularly when you get to larger levels. It has been a problem until recently, but yeah, this can be improved. So one of the things I've been doing is just quickly writing a slightly better algorithm for it. So what I've opted to do is sort of like a double binary search. It's basically all of the tile datas are now sorted, so they're sorted by the x coordinate and then the y coordinate. And what this does is it literally looks at the middle point in the list and says, okay, now do I need to go above or below? Then it splits it in half again, and it keeps halving until it finds it. It's much faster, but as you can see, it's much more complicated to implement. But I think I'm pretty much there, question mark. It seems like the performance has increased quite a bit. I'm getting about double the FPS now that I was. Apart from this occasional spike. So this occasional spike is actually the clue button. So this is the huge amount of work that the clue button does. So yeah, that occasionally, every couple of seconds or so, maybe every second, it drops the FPS to about 10. And that's just not okay. So I'm going to have a quick look at that. This new sorting algorithm and the searching algorithm that I've implemented needs a bit of testing as well. But other than that, fingers crossed, it should be a lot better for people.
Getting on a bit now. I've just sent the store page off for review. Got the screenshots from the levels that are already in the test build, and made all the assets as well in all different languages. Need to read to this bit. I've just had a little look here now, and that's way too large, so I'll revisit the GIF. But other than that, it's already all the localization in all different languages have been copy and pasted and sorted out as well. So yeah, just on making more levels now.
Rob, me.
It's the weekend.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's been a good week.
Yeah, it's been a bit of everything this week by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, everything apart from Blue Mountain.
Yeah, well, after the start of the week was right, you were doing some project planning to decide whether to do Blue Mountain for now or to put it on pause.
Yeah, and we decided to put it on pause just because we feel like Colour and Pixels on Switch is going to do better than Blue Mountain, and it works a lot nicer with like the timings and the schedules and stuff. So Lee's not going to have much work to do in January once Hexceed's all done and dusted. So yeah, kind of flows a bit nicer with that. So yeah, I guess what I did like straight after that was I worked on Colour and Pixels on Switch, made a start on that. There's still a lot to do, but I'm going to try and get as much done as possible before Christmas. So fingers crossed we can make good headway on that.
Yeah,
yeah, you did Colour and Pixel stuff as well, didn't you?
Yeah, same type of Colour and Pixels. Finished the DLC this week, the Insects DLC that is. But yes, that's all been done. All the pictures have been done, been fully tested. Achievements are all ready to go. Haven't been uploaded yet. That'll be next week's job. And the post is scheduled for next Friday as well. So it's quite early finish for the DLC for Colour and Pixels. But hopefully that's quite good because there's a lot of work to do this month. So
yeah, it's good to get a head start on that.
And that's just been Hexceed, hasn't it? You made a start on the Hexceed DLC. You made the world layout and the level plan, etc. And I've just been picking that up now. At the end of the week, I'll be making some levels. But more importantly, got the store page sent off today as well. So that's what been localized and all the assets we made. And that's been sent off. Hopefully get approved over the weekend, and then we can make it live as of next week for the store page.
Yeah, it sounds good. I did make a couple of levels as well when I was sorting all that stuff out. But other than that, today, really, and a bit yesterday, just bug fixing for Hexceed.
Yeah.
Just minor stuff, thankfully. There's nothing like game. Well, there is. No, it's just performance improvements and a few graphical things that have just been sorting out. But yeah, welcome changes. So
yeah, learning how to actually make a patch on Switch as well, because it's got a longer process than when you were about. So
yeah. We're used to being able to like just put an update out on Steam. We can literally do it in like half an hour, something like that. Whereas Switch, it's literally like a 4-week process you need to kick off. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get things pushed through quite quickly.
Yeah, it's bonfire night, so we're gonna
Woo.
got some sparklers. Woo.
Yeah, having a housewarming.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, be good. Be good fun. Lots of sparklers. Got a fire pit. We're gonna let the fire pit go. It's gonna be great.
But yeah, check out the Insects DLC. It'll be out today after this video. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, and thanks to the patrons as always. Got quite a lot now, which is a lot more than we expected. So thank you very much.
Nice. Yeah, they keep building, don't they? It's very, very, very
Yeah.
grateful for every single one of them as well.